Hello everyone, so I'm going to make another video about the monarchy. I know it's something that I tend to get really easily irritated by, and I've been made aware over the past few months that this is an issue that some people, and seemingly a lot of people, just don't care as much about as I do. They just don't care about it as much. And part of that is baffling to me, but I have to accept it. Because of that, I'm a little bit tentative going into this video, because it's another part of the argument surrounding the monarchy that really gets under my skin and makes me incredibly irritated. So I'm going to try and deal with this as diplomatically as possible, and before I begin, state that although I do have strong views on the monarchy, and I believe I am right, I am by no means unassailable, and I am open to being proven wrong, and open to being persuaded to someone else's opinions, especially on singular parts of the discussion, even if largely I'm still very much against the continuation of the monarchy. But let's continue. What is irking me today about the monarchy? I keep hearing this idea that the royals, and in particular the Queen, work hard for this country. They do a lot of hard work in their role as monarchs or royals, whatever that role, you know, might actually be. And it's another part of the discussion around the monarchy that royalists and monarchists sort of expect Republicans to just concede and accept as just indefatigably in favour of the monarchy. That even the most ardent Republican has to admit that the Queen works hard for Britain. And I think that's a complete load of shit, frankly. What actually does the Queen do in her role as monarch? She does the ceremonial thing, opening Parliament and whatnot, giving speeches, cutting ribbons, making appearances domestically and around the globe. Essentially, her job is to attempt to make Britain look good. She's the figurehead. She's supposed to make Britain look good, to use simple language. Can someone please explain to me why that is a hard job? She gets paid millions and millions of pounds to show her face, give speeches, and travel. And it seems like if that were a job that existed outside of the realm of the mechanics of our government, it wouldn't be seen as a hard job. It would be seen as a fantastic job. A job that's really quite easy to do, with amazing benefits in terms of adulation and financial recompense. Now, I'm not saying you can't, quote-unquote, work hard at an easy job. But when people say the Queen works hard, they're implying that there is some degree of almost toil inherent in what she does. That her job is difficult, that her job is hard to do, that she doesn't have numerous advisors and servants and maids and helpers of every sort, you know, assisting her in every aspect of her life to make her life as simple and easy as possible. It seems as long as you're framing what the Queen does as a constitutional role, as a constitutional duty, as long as she does a lot of that, she is working hard. Even if the actual things she does aren't that difficult. Again, she gives speeches, she cuts ribbons, she shows her face, and she travels. That's not difficult. She doesn't, you know, wade through the drudgery of a 50-hour work week at the expense of her family and friends, just so she can put food on the table. She doesn't have to worry about bills, she doesn't have to worry about getting sacked, and frankly, I don't give a fuck if she's 87 or not. She's not fucking walking everywhere. Again, these are things that a lot of 87-year-olds would do if they had the money. Travel the world, go and see interesting things, talk to people. This isn't a hard job, even for someone who is elderly. Being the head of the British royal family, being the monarch of the British royal family, is a position of almost incalculable privilege. Literally one of the most privileged positions that exist on planet Earth. And for people to twist that into a narrative of hard work on behalf of our country that peons such as ourselves should be thankful for and eternally grateful for. I find that genuinely offensive. To say to someone who is, you know, working really hard in a manual labour job, in a role that is legitimately tough, strenuous, physically taxing, tiring, stressful, to say to that person, you need to be thankful to the Queen for, you know, getting on a plane and going to fucking Aruba, because she's working hard. You need to be thankful that the Queen works hard cutting that ribbon to that supermarket. You need to be thankful that the Queen pulled her fucking finger out and made the effort to give that speech. She's working hard for this country. To say that to someone who is actually working hard is incredibly offensive. And again, I don't care if she's 87. That doesn't change anything. And frankly, people would be saying the same thing about the Queen if she was 30, that she works hard in her role. Forgive me, but fuck off. No, she doesn't. The monarchs do not work hard. They are in positions of incomprehensible privilege. They do not work hard relative to actual hard work. For Christ's sake, stop saying that they work hard. And stop expecting people who are opposed to the monarchy to agree with you on this issue, regardless of their beliefs. This expectation that Republicans have to admit that the Queen works hard. Once again, no, she fucking doesn't. The Queen does not work hard. Jesus Christ.